Now, you might say, yeah, that's fine, but I live in Wailuku, I don't wanna buy in Wailuku, I wanna buy in Kihei. Okay, we'll add some neighborhoods to your neighborhood watch so that you get to see not only what's going on in your neighborhood, in case you wanted to sell something or whatever, if you own there, but we're also gonna take a look at Kihei, wherever you might be interested, okay? So, you've got, your, full name, if you've got a, primary email, that's great, your phone number, this is, who does this contact belong to, it belongs to you. And then we've got the add more information. So you can go to add more information, add additional contact information, see that? You click on that and scroll down, and now you should be able to add an address. A little further down, there's an additional email, an additional phone number, but really we want to get to the address and put in an address. Questions? Problems? Issues? Notice that when I scroll down on this thing before I hit save, or what is it, create, there's a sales pipeline, right? Remember I mentioned the sales pipeline? There's actually a sales pipeline thing here, so very cool. Anyway. All right, so we're gonna hit create. I didn't enter anything, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use an existing name. So I'm gonna show you how do you search for somebody. Let's say you upload all of your names from your phone. Does everybody know how to upload their names from their phone? Their contacts?
Scott.
You call Scott Leroy. And Nicole Burns also has the apps that you can get that will create a CSV file out of your contacts. So you can actually try it just from that, and if you have trouble, you contact Scott Leroy, or just contact Scott Leroy and he'll want your login information to your phone or whatever, so you can get in there and do that for you. Now, some people say to me, oh, but I don't want to, I need to clean up my database first. There are names in there that I don't even know, there's no name, there's just a phone number. What would you do with a phone number that's in your phone? Could you call them up and say, hey, my name is Marion Heller, and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams, and I'm just cleaning up my phone here, and I have your number in my phone, and I don't even know who you are, so I thought I'd call and just say, who am I calling? Whose number is this? Oh my God, that's so funny, Marion, don't you remember? It's me, da-da-da, and before you know it, it's somebody you know. Or the person says, I don't know you either. How did my phone get it? Well, what do you do? And you have this conversation trying to figure out, how did this person's phone get in you? In the meantime, you've introduced yourself and said, well, I'm a realtor, and do you know, I'm looking to build my business. Do you know anybody who needs to buy or sell a home? Or may I keep you in touch? May I stay in touch and give you information about the real estate market? You see where I'm going? It wouldn't hurt. You're looking for names to call anyway. Call the names that don't have, the numbers that don't have names. It doesn't, we don't have to be afraid of it. It could be a fun, silly conversation, right? So just upload the whole thing. Don't let cleaning your database stand in the way of you getting all of your names updated and uploaded into command. Because then command is your opportunity to work your database and go, nope, I don't like that name, take that out. I don't want to talk to that person, and clean it up as you go. Okay. So I'm just going to search for, let me see. Let's see if I've got Bill Stroud. I'm going to go to my husband here. Let's see what I got for him. So this is what a record looks like once you've entered somebody. Now, the only thing I have on my husband in this particular record is just his email address. I don't even have his phone number in here, and there's no address in here. So the first thing I might want to do is go into edit, right, the little pencil up here, and edit that contact information and add our address and his phone number and other data, right? So I'm going to go here and go There we go. And I might go further down, add more information, and see about adding his address, primary address. And as I type it, it should probably come up. There it is. Okay, so now I'm gonna save that. Okay, awesome. And now I'm gonna go right here. Oops. I'm gonna go right here and add a neighborhood. Just to that button, I can just go there and add a neighborhood, and you go, well, what neighborhood? And we're gonna go, well, Haiku. Whoops, I guess I didn't click on it. So I'm gonna go Haiku, West Haiku, Holokai, Kapapalua, or Five Corners. We want West Haiku. And then I'm gonna add another neighborhood.
Are these neighborhoods that they're interested in?
Well, that's where he lives. So it hadn't connected yet. If I had given it a little time, it would have connected to him. But that's where he lives, so that would be my first thing. And now let's say Bill is interested in a Kihei property, right? So now I'm gonna go put Kihei in there, and it's gonna ask me, what Kihei? North Kihei, Central Kihei, or South Kihei? Well, maybe I want all three. So I'm gonna go do it again. And I can just keep adding, right? So I've got north, I already did that, north and central. He doesn't wanna be in South Kihei, it's too far to go. Right? So now I've got the neighborhoods connected for him. Now I can go right up here and go to Smart Plans. So if you've got your name in there and you've added some neighborhoods, have you done that? Everybody go to your name that you just entered, hit save your contact information as a contact, and then go to this thing and add some neighborhoods. Where do you want to learn about? Where do you want to keep updated on? And don't do everything, that becomes overwhelming. Anybody need more time? Okay, so when you've saved that, or it just does it, right? It just adds it right here. Here it is, right down here. Those are the neighborhoods. I'm now going to go to Smart Plans. Well, no, what happened to my mouse? There it is. Smart Plans. And I'm going to add Bill to a Smart Plan. And when I do that, the existing Smart Plans come up. Now, if I've created my own Smart Plans and saved them, they would come up too. But right now, is there anything else? Yeah, the birthday plan I actually set up. So I set myself up for the monthly neighborhood watch, so I get it just once a month. You could set it up for bi-weekly, and you're gonna get an email every other week that looks just like the email your client would get if you did this or your contact would get if you do this for your contacts. So, right, that's the idea, for you to experience what it's like to get these emails. So go on bi-weekly. My husband will shoot me, I'm gonna give him a monthly.
Yeah. How do we get those in that list?
What?
How do we get those different options?
Okay, so up here, Smart Plans.
Yeah.
Click on Smart Plans, and you get to add to Smart Plan.
Oh, it says that we have to.
You have to go to Smart Plans and then add it from the library. The
Oh,
ones that you
do
want.
all right, then let's go to Smart Plans. And Smart Plans are
This is the
campaigns,
fourth.
no?
The fourth one.
There you go.
One,
Down.
2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
No,
No, up
that
one.
one.
Smart Plans, there we go. Let's go there.
Yeah, and then you go to library up top where it says My Smart Plans, go to library, and then you choose which ones you want.
There you go.
And you add some of the smart plans you want.
There you go. So, add Smart Plan right here, right? I've already added that one. I've already added,
Just click on the.
I can
21.
add 8x8 campaign, I haven't
Add
added
Smart
that.
Plans.
So I can
Wanted to
add
do
that one.
bi-weekly.
No, I decided.
There's a quarterly call plan, right? I believe I've added that, maybe not. Yeah, I've added that. Long-term nurture, there's one. So once you pick these, they become part of that pull-down menu option for you.
And you can always go back and edit.
And add more, and you can create your own smart plans.
What if you wanted to change, like take something out, you just go back there.
Well, they're only in that, pull-down menu as an option.
So go down.
You don't have to
That's
use it.
You don't have to contact.
Absolutely not. No, you're gonna
There you go.
choose, right, different plans for different
And
contacts.
then you go to library up top.
Everybody got this
That's all the
part?
Smart plans that are
Okay,
available.
so I'm gonna go back
You
to
can
my
add- you can
contact.
Create some too. if you want.
So go back to find yourself, right, I'm gonna go back to Bill. All I do is put in Bill and all the bills come up, right? So I think it is, which one is it? I have two bills in here. This is it, cause here's what the neighborhoods I picked. So now when you go to Smart Plans, do you see something there? When you hit add to Smart Plans, is there something there for you? Cause I just added more to mine, it worked for me. Right? So now I'm gonna put them on a monthly. And, Smart Plan now, confirm, and if you have Twilio, yeah, confirm. Okay, and then I'm gonna add them to, the quarterly call plan. I wanna call my husband every quarter, isn't that nice of me? And, say, hi, are you interested in buying or selling real estate? And now he's on that plan, so now what happens? So you go, okay, what does that mean? Where am I gonna get this information, right? You're gonna get this information right here, in your homepage. You're gonna have a task one day that says, call Marion's husband Bill. Call yourself is what it's gonna say. So for everybody you put on a plan, your tasks appear here as reminders. So that means you need to log into Command every day, because this dashboard becomes an important place that tells you what your database needs doing today. It says send a birthday card, right? So now you're gonna send birthday cards. If you've got them on a birthday card campaign and you wanna do it by mail as opposed to email, you can set up an email birthday campaign or a handwritten birthday campaign, whichever way you want it. And you can create tasks. So you could turn this into your, what do I need to do today, or tomorrow, or whatever. So, up to you how much you use this, but this is where those tasks appear. So this makes this dashboard your central location for what am I doing with my database today? Questions? Okay, awesome. What else are we supposed to cover? Tags. All right, let's go back to Bill, back to yourself.
Actually, while you're looking at it, when we talk about Twilio, for instance, when we're doing this, it says it'll all go to from your Twilio phone number.
Right,
Will your contacts know that you?
right, so so picking a text campaign has that element to it, right? In order to do a mass text campaign, they can't use your phone number, they're gonna set you up with a phone number so that you've got a phone number that you can mass text from. So it might be your decision to not use texting that way, to only do personal text. Up to you.
No, I guess my question is with Twilio, so they're gonna give me a different number.
Yes.
Which I got.
Okay,
Will your contacts know that's from you, or
No.
do they think it's just spam?
it depends now. Notice how when you get a text, you can see the beginning of the message. And if it says, hi, Tom, then you might go, who is that? And then there's a signature from you, right? It says, this is Marion, I just wanted to say hi and wish you a happy day. Then I've identified myself, and now they go, oh, is this another number for you? And they add this number to my contact so that you can recognize this is also from me.
I've started to put it as my business number on my business card. I just ordered
makes
some
sense.
yesterday as a business number.
As opposed to a text number, because
Yeah.
you don't want people calling
Well, I was
it.
just going to say, because then that could confuse
They
you.
can call it,
And does it connect to your
It
phone?
does.
It does?
Yeah.
Wow.
and you can get faxes on some of the numbers too.
I don't want any faxes. But that's a good idea, right? Okay, so, awesome. Does that help? I haven't gone down that road yet, she's way ahead of me, she should be up.
I just did it yesterday, not
Oh, that's
today.
good for you, good for you, okay.
Can you just put in your actual phone number and it just forwards right to you?
Yeah, it's supposed to, I haven't tested it yet, so I'm testing it now.
So now we're gonna take a look at tags, right? How do I assign these names? Now, unfortunately, what happened for me is when I brought my database in, they had tags, and for some reason, the system named everybody that got imported buyer. So, no, they're not all buyers, they're just contacts, right? They're just, so in some cases, I have to fix that. But in any case, we're gonna go look at Bill again, and here he is with, oh, no, that's not the right Bill. Yeah, there we go. And now I wanna add some tags. So tags, I'm gonna do again in his profile. So I gotta open up and edit the profile. And I'm gonna go right here, and there are tags. And there are lots of pre-existing tags. There's no tag called husband. So I'm gonna create a husband tag, because I might have many of them, right? So how do I do that? I could just type it in. Let's see what happens. And it says, do you wanna create this custom tag? And I go, yes, I do, and I want it to be orange. My husbands are gonna be orange, so I recognize them right away when I scroll down on my things, and I'm gonna say save. And now, if we go back, let's see if it worked. It did not. Why didn't that work? Because I have to hit add. Yeah, it didn't take, so I must have not hit something. Create a custom tag, make it orange, add, and hit the add button. Okay, there we go. And now it's in his record, and I've added it as a tag. This is permanently if I went to any other, I could mark all contacts my husband, because it's a tag available to me, right? So the point is you can create this tag, and now there he is. Right? So how do you use this? The most important thing to remember is not to go too detailed. Do I need a husband tag? Right? Absolutely not. It's ridiculous. So, but I wanted you to see how to do it, right? So what kind of tags might you use? You might use a tag, so I have a tag called my sphere of influence, my SOI, I just called it Marion's SOI. And I give everybody that tag. Everybody's under my SOI, because when I do a mailer or when I want to assign a group of people to a campaign, I basically want them assignable. Now you might decide, I'm gonna use leads and I'm gonna use contacts. So only my contacts are in my SOI, because my SOI is gonna get my 36 touch. And now I don't have to worry about, now I've got things in here like my Christmas list, because I invite people for Christmas, right? So I can pull up my Christmas list. So I've got a tag called Christmas list. Or I might go do my friends on Maui. I might also take people that I meet that are contacts and make a group that's called On Maui, Sphere of Influence, and Mainland, Sphere of Influence. Because I talk to them differently. I might, in future, talk to them differently. But for the purposes of my general campaign, I only have to pull 2 tags and go, these are all, everybody who's got these tags gets my monthly neighborhood quarterly call campaign. Is this making sense?
Yes, actually, I have a question that also, a fun fact, I guess. So if you were to share your app with other people, it automatically pulls them
It adds them to
yeah,
command,
automatically
yes.
adds them to command,
Yeah.
which is nice. But with that, I now actually have a duplicate entry for myself,
Mhm.
because I didn't realize that when I downloaded the app a couple days ago that it did that. So how do you delete?
Okay, great
a
question.
contact?
Pretty easy. We're gonna go back to our list. Do I know how to do it from within the contact?
Do you archive
Probably
it?
not.
Do you archive it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You
on-
just
It's
go
on the
back.
right, it's on the right.
And it's on the, but it's right here also, right? So I believe you can go here and click on those 3 dots, You see on your list,
Yeah.
right? And you can go there and archive.
You know, there's one of those, right above the names, you hit that, another next to your left, like that. Well, when I go,
What do
when
you-
I hit somebody's name,
Yeah.
mine's on there now, I have a little thing and I hit it, his arc drops down there. Oh, that's weird, mine drops down there.
You can do it within the contact.
You mean
too.
within the contact? Yes, I'm
Yeah.
sure you can do.
Yeah, yeah.
See, now I know which bill to go to, cause I've got them marked
Nice.
orange.
That's good.
You can see how nice that is, right? If you're looking for pipeline people or people who are ready to buy in 3 months, and you make those guys green, you will know when you see somebody green, right? So the color coding is very cool. All right, let's go back here.
And
And
it's that
we-
little box with the little arrow just pointing down.
oh yeah, archive. See that,
That's what.
Catherine?
Yeah.
So I'm in the contact, and right here is an archive icon.
Thank you.
Makes sense? Okay.
Thank you.
Just got it.
That's what you wanted to delete
I'll see
that
if I can
contact.
find the email for you. So the one thing about the email that you need to be aware of, I'm gonna warn you right now, it comes from info at, it does not come from you. The monthly neighborhood watch.
They said they were changing that.
They are, I'm just warning you right now, if you just turn this on, and you've got it on bi-weekly, so you're gonna get it pretty soon, it's gonna come from this, innocuous, generic address. And I find that unacceptable, and I think many of us have written to support and said, please fix this. But it's a big deal to fix, right? You get that? It's a big deal to now pull my email address for those emails. So I get it, they're working on it. I just wanna make you aware. Full disclosure and all of that. Okay, what else do we got? Smart views. It asked me to do interactions, and here is what I think he's talking about. So notice that everything I've done to this contact is recorded. This is the area where you can see your history with this contact. So let's say I give Bill a call on my quarterly call plan, and I can hit this little plus sign down in the lower right-hand corner. You see that? Plus sign. And I hit that, and I say, well, give me a note. No, I must have hit the Google Calendar. I didn't mean to do that. Get out of here. What did I hit? It's because I can't see from here, you see? So I want a note, add a note. And I get this. And I go, well, this is on 3/12/20. And I'm gonna say, called Bill, he is not well. Blah, 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 blah. And what I'm gonna do is send him a card. And I'm gonna say, follow up. Follow up in 3 weeks, right? To see if he's better. Those are the things I wanna do. So that's the note I've made. I might be more descriptive about what's the matter with him and what's going on and whatever else. So I'm gonna go here and save that. And now I can go to Bill again and put in a task. Add activity. And I'm gonna say, what kind of activity do I want? Well, I think I would like to call him again. So when do I wanna call him? Well, that's today, so I said 3 weeks, so I'm gonna do it on the 31st and ask how he's doing. And if there's anything I can do. And that's gonna appear on my front page. I don't have to search for this. It's gonna appear on my front page. Isn't that cool? Now I can also do another task and say, it's a task, and I can write, send him a get well card. So I might set that up for tomorrow, right? Or do it right away, whatever it is. But you see where I'm going, right? So I can now save that. So that's gonna be in, here's a phone call, there's a note, right, that I want. Do you see how you can interact, how you're now gonna stay in touch? And I don't have to remember, and I don't have to put it on my phone. All I have to do is log into Command, and it's gonna tell me, what do I have to do today? Who am I supposed to remember today? That's the beauty of this, of using, these are called relationship management programs or contact management software, right? These are contact managers because they really help you manage your relationship with people. You know when I first started using one of these, I said, oh my God, it's like having a secretary. It's like I'm gonna become a much better friend than I've ever been able to be, because I can never remember to send you guys all the birthday cards or do whatever. Now I can remember. And by the way, if you're not a card writer, because we're big on cards, right? Go subscribe to a card, an e-card. Because how do you feel when somebody takes the time to send you an e-card? Isn't that a little more than just an email? Don't you feel a little better for that? Or get some cute emojis that you can put into a text that sing happy birthday or do whatever, so that you can do texts that have a little more effort behind them than just a couple of words. You see where I'm going? If you're not gonna do the handwritten cards, though we want you to get into that habit because they're so powerful, at least be able to do cards in a different way. And you know, some people will say, well, I'm not a card kind of a person. And the question is, how did you feel the last time you got a card?
Yeah.
And you go, well, let me ask you this, who's the last person who sent you a card? In the mail, not on your birthday handed to you, in the mail. Who's the last person that sent you a card?
Parents.
Your parents. Anybody else remember?
Parents.
Friend, yeah. Christmas card.
I actually find them very useful, and I use them a lot in my past life. And, but it also helps you, it makes you update your database, because you need the address.
Because without an address, right? And I say to people all the time, I love sending cards. So people like at open house who won't leave you their address, and so you chat with them for a while and say, so do me a favor, I'd love to stay in touch, and I like sending cards. I send you pretty pictures from Maui. So give me your address. What's your address? And the script, of course, is not, may I have your address, or would you give me your address, because I'm giving you a way to say, well, no, not really. I just say, what's your address? I want to send you some cards. Well, I'm not gonna, don't worry about it. Just say send me cards. So, good, questions on this? That was your first foray into Command. Congratulations, go in there, play around with it, practice entering a few, right? It's fine that you can mass enter calling Scott Leroy and do all that, but you wanna practice entering, because at the end of a day at open house, what are you gonna do? At the end of the day, before the next day even starts, you're gonna enter those names into your database and set them up for an open house, some sort of a campaign.
You'll forget if you don't do it right now.
Yeah, if you don't do it right away, you go, oh yeah, I've gotta enter this list. Oh yeah, I gotta enter this list. And before you know it, 3-4 days have gone by. They've met 3 other realtors. Cool, yeah, very helpful. All right, we've done these activities, we've done that. Look at this, we did that, we did that. All right, tell me your ahas for today. That's the last page of your handout. Is anything new in your perception of real estate and what you need to do? Or did you learn anything today?
I came up with a couple good ideas for generating like new contacts, because I don't get out much, I just surf. And like him, I know a bunch of surf bums, so it's not like, but.
Well, I know somebody who's made a whole bunch of money.
We gotta get them out of their vans into a rental, that's nice. But yeah, because of my former life, as Anthony said, in construction and development, I thought of ways to just maybe reach people before they're getting ready to sell, kind of offering them, just because a friend of mine asked me one time, hey, would you mind coming over, we're getting ready to sell our house, and would you mind coming over and tell me where I should focus my money at, and how much it's basically going to cost and all that. So I went and did it for free, a couple hours, and so, I think that'd be valuable to people. So just reaching out and saying, hey, or even an ad, hey, you looking to sell your home, free consultation on repairs.
Is
capital.
that a great reason to call?
Yeah.
I'm offering a free consultation about the value of your home in your neighborhood this week. Would you be interested? You are? Wow, really? Yeah. It's a powerful call. And could you do that to your sphere of influence? Sure. Could you do it to strangers? Sure. Right? Yeah, absolutely. What else?
Technology is your friend. It can really automate some things to where you don't have to, have a list.
Yeah. So, I know most of you probably didn't think being a realtor meant being a database manager and spending a lot of time at the computer. But if you don't do this, you are just kind of in the haphazard business. And once it's set up and going, like everything else, right? Once it's set up, it kind of just works. And you just gotta check in, like, okay, what am I doing today, right? And that's what you wanna take advantage of. They didn't have these things when I started in real estate. I had to take a class to learn, God, what was it called? I can't even remember. It's another CRM, and it was so complicated and so difficult to use. I spent $600 to buy it, and then another $400 for all the classes, and I did all the classes. I never used it. It was so complicated. And so one of the beauties is things have gotten so much simpler, pretty intuitive, the icons are all here. You can't break it, right? So go in and check it out. But right now, your homework is to add more names. Okay?
To me, just, one of the things that I kept getting today also is just, we're gonna be touching each and every one of these people, not just, not just through email blasts, but through phone calls.
Phone
getting to
calls,
know
right?
them,
I just
being
put
a
my
part of their
husband on a
lives.
quarterly phone campaign. We're
Right.
calling every quarter. He's gonna go like, what? I'll try my script on him, So, and should you put your mother on your email list? Yes.
Mhm.
Should you put your sister, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, no matter where they are? Because this is the opportunity. If you don't have a big database here, your opportunity is to call the people you know wherever they are and tell them that you can help them find an awesome agent when they need to do real estate. And you want to be the one to help them. So you're going to stay in touch. And in the meantime, is there anything you can do for them? Like, would you like to plan your vacation to Maui? No. Right, but you can make jokes and have fun with people. Absolutely. Okay. So that leads us to the next portion of our, oh my God, I went way over. This is hard. This is hard to do in the time allotted. So we're gonna script a little everywhere. We're gonna do 15 minutes of scripts and then 50 minutes of calling. Is that okay with everybody? Okay, so you're gonna take 5 minutes right now and have a little break. Please come back at 10:30, and then we're gonna get into working scripts with everybody, with practicing our scripts a little bit, and everybody bring their call lists. Yeah, ready to make some phone calls. Okay, go. 5 minutes.
I made a note for the video we saw before. If you have zero circle of info, so start with zero. One of the best ways to start generating leads, still very, is it the open house? That's the key.
Yeah,
I don't
open
think so,
houses.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, open houses and door knocking, talking to people. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, you have a question?
I do. It was more, yesterday when we did the calls,
Yes.
I realized when I do this, right?
Yes.
And I'm on this,
And I think there's a little button that promises keep me logged in.
so anyway, what I realized was, what I realized
It's
was
almost in
that
there already.
when I send it, or I send the link for the app, it's going to more of like a generic one that
It's
isn't
not linked to
mine.
you, right, so we
Yeah.
need to link it to you.
And that's how I,
And let me see if I can help you.
Sure.
Nicole showed me or told me how to do it.
Yeah.
So now I
And
do
I thought
need
she
to,
had
all right,
done
great.
it with me.
So now we're gonna go to you,
Right.
and now we're gonna go to you.
you, and,
It's, well, so this one, the agent profile, it's got me
Okay, so-
there, but that's more if I was like, so, I'm in the consumer mode, I think. And I'm able to, as a consumer, refer this agent, because he's my agent, which is actually me. Let's see.
What are you trying to do?
Oh,
he's
and-
trying to make sure his
Yeah,
app
like
is
when I
linked to
tried
him.
to share the link to my personal app, it wasn't going to that personal app, it was just going to Keller Williams.
Oh,
And
got
they,
it.
they had to
Does your
actually,
face show up?
they actually had to take, to tell it to find me as their agent, which, like, at that point, mistyped my name.
Right,
and
right,
it
right,
wasn't
right, right,
something in
yeah.
Arizona
So-
or whatever, you know, and so. Yeah, so I'm in there logged in as a user at the moment, cause when this thing did an update somewhere along the way. I don't know how I missed it, but it took me out as an agent and just.
Under your, does it show your face?
Well, it has my name there, I put in myself, that's my agent, but. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I
the
think
easiest
that's,
way is to
yeah,
just
I
test
think
it.
either that or delete it and
I
download
did
it,
that.
and delete
Yeah,
it, and it,
that,
and it
yeah.
remembered everything.
really?
Yeah, the exact
So
same
I'm gonna
thing.
have to send you back to Nicole. Would
Yeah.
you go see her?
Well, I talked to her yesterday and she
She'll
said, this is how you do, this is what you do.
Okay,
It says
so-
like, you know, when you
Sign
click
up
on
and
it,
do that,
it's
and I
like,
did.
Okay, so
And-
scene where it's
the
like-
button